Hello, and welcome again to this part of the course in which we will talk about creative CVs. I am again Jonathan Martinez, and first of all, let's have a look at the content. As you can see, we will define creative CVs. Then, we will talk about their benefits. Afterwards, we will have a look at some design tips, and then we will propose you some free platforms to build your creative CV. Finally, we will end this module with some examples for you to have a look at. Are you ready? Let's go again. A creative CV is a type of resume that is used to communicate a professional profile in a unique, striking, and simple way, and is designed to mainly showcase your creative skills. As we now live in a visual and digitally driven world, more and more employers prefer to receive creative CVs. This will still contain vital biographical details such as your education, work experience, and technical skills, but also illustrate that you have the skills you will be required to use when you start work. Creative CVs may have a very different style and format to those we are used to. In general, creative CVs tend to be short and concise and one page long. Keep in mind that your CV must be dynamic. To keep the content current, you must continually contribute your most recent work and amend earlier information. Of course, you are allowed to apply your imagination and, for example, innovative use of modern technology when creating your CV. However, make sure that the material is factual and concise and that the layout is appealing and simple to read. Using a creative CV can have many benefits. Let's have a look at some of them. You will differentiate yourself from other candidates. Recruiters will find it simpler to pay attention to your CV and call you in for a job interview. You will reflect aspects of your personality. You will also demonstrate your abilities in a more creative way. You will express yourself more effectively thanks to the curriculum. It is best suited, of course, for jobs in the creative sectors. For the recruiter, it could serve as a visual break from reading lots and lots of CVs. And finally, you will be able to demonstrate your enthusiasm in discovering new approaches to problem solving. Let's have a look now at some design tips. When thinking about your creative CV, plan carefully the design layout in advance. Use sections to keep it in balance. Use columns to increase the available space. Play with the font size, line spacing, and colors of the words to highlight important information in your CV. Choose a font that is clear and easy to read. Use infographics and add icons to it. Highlight your skills. You should also apply your personal brand to it: font, colors, images. Be different, be unique, be yourself. Include a quality and creative picture. Get rid of white backgrounds. Opt for a digital CV. Keep it simple. Get rid of all details that are irrelevant. And finally, remember, as we were saying in the other module, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Let's have a look now at some online free platforms for you to build a creative CV. Here, we are offering you 8 different free platforms for you to have a look at and decide from when you start creating your creative CV. If you click on the icon, you will get directed to the web page. So here you can choose from Canva, Adobe, Visme, Venngage, Credo, GoodCV, Resume.io, and Resume Genius. Let's have a look now to some creative CVs examples to finish with this module. As you can see here, Natalie Bistrom, she has applied her personal brand. She has used a creative picture, very different from the ones we are used to seeing in CVs. She has used columns to maximize space, and she has used also infographics. Now, in this case, Xi Liang has used a readable and engaging layout. He has used icons and images to illustrate his CV. Colors are also used in a very intelligent way, and there is more image than text. Now, in this example, we can see that this person has used very creatively the fruits. And of course, every fruit has a color, and this color has also been used in the CV in a very creatively way. Of course, the CV showcases this person's design skills. And of course, it has a very, very engaging design. In this case, Stanley Chi Yu Xuan has applied his personal brand through fonts and colors. He has used columns to maximize space. All data is included in this curriculum, and it has a very well organized content. In this case, Riccardo Sabatini has applied very well his personal brand. He has also used colors to highlight different parts of his CV. He has also used columns to maximize space. And there are images and icons to illustrate different parts of the CV. In this example from Francesco Rivecchio, we can see that colors have been used. There are also images. Of course, creativity is showcased, and he has also showcased his skills in design. And finally, let's have a look at this interactive CV from Robbie Leonardi. What do you think? Interesting and creative, right? So, this is the end of this module. Thank you very much.